Hi, I'm Elisa, and I'm the creator of Tiny Pumpkin Press. Thank you so much for buying this template. And I made this recording for you, this tutorial, in the hopes to just make the process as simple and straightforward for you as possible. So when you open up your template, the first thing I would do on the cover is just add your classroom name and then change that text over to black. All the editable text is in gray just so it's easier for you to find. And then I would go ahead and save a copy. Just rename it to whatever you would like to rename your file. And this way you always have the original template intact in your folder. And then this template you can make whatever changes you need for your class. Right after that, I just went ahead and changed the date and just tweaked it and moved it over a teeny little bit. And now I'm going to head to the first recipe, which is a Play-Doh recipe. So again, in that little tag, just adding that title, change it to black. You'll hear me say that a lot. And now we can start to type in the ingredients for this recipe. Again, once all those ingredients are typed in, you guessed it, we'll change it over to black. And now we can delete all the placeholder text that's there too. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing for the instructions. And I would add here that when using the text boxes in this template, because of that background lined paper, it's important to use the Enter key to get from line to line, just so that all lines up properly and looks good. It's all formatted pretty exactly, so that will be helpful for you. So once we change that to black, we'll be ready to start putting in some photos. Here is the next slide, but I don't want to use a 2-photo page. So now I need to go back and open up the additional pages template that exists. There are some instructions there, but I want to use 4 photos. So I'm going to open up that slide that matches, make a copy of it, and then head right back over to the original template that I was working on and paste that, and now I have space for my Play-Doh recipe and 4 photos. So I have all my photos ready in this folder. So one way you can do it in PowerPoint is just to drag and drop. And then I got lucky with this one. It just fits right exactly. All I needed to do was make it a little bit smaller, stick it in its right spot, drag the corner, and then made it smaller again. The other way to insert photos in PowerPoint is to go to the top toolbar. So just head to Insert from this device, find your folder, and then double click on that photo. And again, this one I'll show you how I'm going to resize it. I always start by making things smaller, sticking it in a corner, and then clicking on Crop to then get it to further fit inside that template. And sometimes, again, there's a little tweaking, making things a teeny bit bigger, teeny bit smaller, raising it a little bit, lowering it. Sometimes it depends how perfectionist you want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my other photos and resize them all in the exact same way. And then you really just get to repeat the process for all the different slides and make other pages. I just wanted to show you what to do if you needed more pages. You can go to Insert and add some blank slides, and then you just need to head on over back to the original template to get another recipe page, and then select all. Control A is how I make sure to get all the text boxes, copy, come back to the document you're working on and press paste. I just like to have the recipe before the photos. And then again back into the original document to get the photo page. If you need more photos, you can go into the additional photos template and then copy and paste there. And then when you're ready to print, you're just going to want to choose double-sided, flip on the long edge, and then hit print. And then I love having books laminated and held together with those metal rings. I find it sturdy enough and flexible enough for using in the classroom so that children can take this book off the shelf, read it to themselves, read it with a friend or a teacher, and it to use in their dramatic play, or maybe even to help make a recipe. So thank you. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please email me. Adeliza Deutsch at tinypumpkinpress.com. And if you like this recipe book, you might want to check out the How We Made books, which is a whole book that focuses on one recipe. Thank you.